Ladies and gentlemen, Jake Paul has been knocked out.
There you go. It took a second to find it. Yeah. I loved it. After all the anticipating that Tyson fight way back, well, was it this summer? Months ago. But
I think it was last year, yeah.
anyway, was it last? Yeah, it might have been.
I
Anyway,
can't remember.
that fight was so boring. So disappointed. I wanted to see Mike Tyson just get a couple of really good hits and knock him on his ass because he was cocky and arrogant. Then he's friggin' taunting. He was taunting Anthony Joshua, and then 10 seconds later, got his jaw broken 2 places. So
Yeah, that was a beautiful, beautiful hit.
And then there was a post on Facebook that I just saw right before we started recording that said his brother was in the audience. I don't know how true that was, and I don't really care, but I wouldn't doubt it. I mean, why? But yeah, either way, the clip it just backfired. So I think that's funny as hell. Not the biggest Jake Paul fan, or either him or his brother, but either way,
both, bitches.
Good for they started as YouTubers.
Yeah.
So good
bitches.
for them. I mean, that's kind of what we're doing, but we're obviously not on their level, anything close to what they're doing. But
well, I mean,
they made it a
Logan Paul is famous for posting a dead body in the woods, and Jake Paul's famous for being a Vine star and a dickhead. So
yeah, I think they're both. I mean, say what you will, but they did make a successful multi-million-dollar career out of it. And you know what? He's following his dreams. He's fighting. He got his ass whooped on TV, and he took it like a champ. But and then I seen he posted the surgery went well, so apparently he's I mean, good for him. But yeah, what a fight! That was a good. I only seen the clips at the end.
He got fucked up, and then just immediately hit the Ric Flair and went woo.
He did. Yeah, he knew. He knew it. What a good. I mean, you see the slow motion of it. His lips all twisted, but wow. That's a fight we're seeing. Yeah, and like you pointed out before off air, that Anthony Josh, he's a legit fighter. I mean, Jake Paul's done a lot of training, but
29-4.
Yeah, he's 29-4,
26 knockouts.
Yep, and but he is 6'6". He's a tall son of a gun,
and he's fucked
got
up a
decent
YouTuber.
reach. What's that?
And he's fucked up a YouTuber.
He did, but you know what? I mean, I do give credit for him stepping in the ring. I mean. The Tyson thing was more, I think, for show, and they made millions off of it.
They were being trained by Floyd Mayweather's people.
Who was?
Both the Paul brothers, I believe. I know Logan was.
Which, I mean, they're getting some good training in, but you got to figure it. It's like, God, you got to train. I mean, you train for years.
You can't be doing nothing else.
Yeah, you can't do anything else. And it's like, when the Brawl for All, WWE put it on. It was a disaster. Was it Bart Gunn, I think it was, won the Brawl for All. He was a legit tough guy, but then he goes up against Butterbean, one of the baddest guys on the planet at the time, and he got knocked out. I don't even remember. It was not a fight.
Yeah.
But Butterbean, you got one guy's a wrestler, you train differently. Yeah, and say what you will about it. Wrestling is scripted, but at the same time, you got to be tough. You have to work out constantly, but you're training differently. Butterbean's training to knock someone out.
You're throwing people around and keeping them safe the whole time, and that's very fucking hard.
And good for Butterbean was really out of shape, had a lot of health. He did, and he had a lot of health issues, and then all of a sudden, I watched that whole thing. I can't remember the name of it, but Diamond Dallas Page trained him and got him back in shape with DDP yoga. They had a whole thing on. If you haven't seen it, check it out. It's awesome. I watched the whole thing. Butterbean lost a lot of weight, and he's back in shape. Now he wants to do another fight. So I don't know if that's actually going to happen, but the guy could barely move. His spine, his back was all jacked up. He was hunched over. And now he's back. He's training again. So, God, what a transformation.
So fucking cool.
There is something to be, it really is. And there is something to be said about it. And me even, I started working out again, lost 80 pounds, and my ankle doesn't hurt anymore. I had arthritis, tendonitis, every other itis you could think of. So getting back in shape, there's something to be said about it. So, but yeah, anyway, we'll get back to the Jake Paul thing, because I think we're going long on a cold open. But yeah, he got knocked out, and I think it was a beautiful thing. It was a good knockout. But good. Also give him credit for stepping into the ring against a legit fighter. I mean, he's not back.
Bitch, I don't care.
Maybe, but he's not backing down. So, and he fought Mike Tyson. I don't care who you are. Step in the ring with Mike Tyson, even if you're in the best shape of your life.
He was 80.
I know Mike Tyson's old.
I don't think he's that old, but like
he's not the Mike Tyson of 20, 30 years ago, but who is definitely the baddest man on the freaking planet.
Mm-hmm.
But still, would you want to get punched? Would you want to take a hit from Mike Tyson even when he's, 50, 60 years old?
I mean, maybe he's got dementia. Like, we don't know. He's old. He's got brain damage. He's been hit too many times.
He's still got a hell of a punch. It's going to hurt. If anybody punches you, it's going to hurt. I mean, it's not going to feel good now. It's not going to knock you out maybe, but you get hit by Mike Tyson, he could do some damage even in his...
He's old. He might not even know where he's at.
See, I'm 47 and you call me old.
You are old.
I'm going to punch you and then we'll see. We got boxing gloves. We should put them on one day. You could let some aggression out.
Or I could just push it on the stairs.
I mean, that's not very cool, but yeah. You know what? One of these days, I'm going to put clips together if I figure out how to do it of all the times you've been rude to your father. You're supposed to respect your elders.
That is an outdated concept.
Young whippersnappers. Yeah, well, this outdated comment's about to whoop your ass.
It's a concept.
Yeah, that too. Dementia kicked in. I'm about to whoop your ass.
Cap.
Right before the holidays.
Watch this Bears-Packers meme.
Well, the people can't see it.
The people will see it.
Oh, okay. Wow, that's not cool. You got the Family Guy. Just
shot, fat ass.
Isn't that on the actual Family Guy show? Didn't we see that?
Yes.
Yeah.
They just put the Packers
logo on it,
and the Bears faces.
Because I think I've seen that. Okay.
That's so good. It's so good.
I've seen it because you wouldn't shut up till I watched some of that show.
This is not making it in.
It says family. It's got
this
family
is not
in the
making
title.
it in the show.
You say that all the time, and then shit makes it into the show that shouldn't. Anyway, we can wrap it up. It's a very long cold open. So you ready to start the show?
Yes.
Welcome, sports fans, to Everything Sports with Bill and Will. We're so glad you're joining us on this cold Michigan morning. I don't know what day you're listening, but it's going to be cold. We're recording on a Sunday, and the temps are frigid.
It's 22 degrees.
Oh, okay, thank you. It's 22 degrees now. Might not be 22 when folks are listening.
Yeah, as of right now in this cold-ass part of Michigan.
Anyway, we got a lot to talk about. We're glad you joined us. Jake Paul got his butt kicked.
Yeah, that was fucking awesome.
We're just still going on from that. I seen that clip, and I think we posted it on our Facebook page, and you probably posted on Twitter, and
yeah,
so wherever you're. And
I reposted it on I think like Instagram or one other spot.
If you haven't seen the clip, even if you're not a fan of boxing, you'd be a fan of that, especially if you don't like the Pauls, then it's a good comeuppance.
Yeah, everyone's been watching these fights to just see them get fucked up, and they've all been very, 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 let's just say they have the appearance of being rigged, allegedly.
Anytime you're cocky and arrogant and 10 seconds later, you get your jaw broken, I mean, that's going to be a meme, I think, for the next several years.
Yeah.
At least for the next several months.
That picture of the meme when Anthony Joshua was just looking at him, and it's the meme of the frog about to punch someone. It's so funny. It's my favorite meme.
Well, yeah, and I don't know. And again, we talked about this in the cold open, but I can't say enough about it. It was a good, damn, yeah. Looking at that shot right there. I mean, I think he knew his jaw was broken too when he hit the floor because he just said, woo.
Yeah.
And
he hit the Ric Flair immediately.
He did. Well, he got him from both sides, didn't he? He got him.
He punched him in the body and to make him move his hands, and then he just shacked his fucking jaw and then tried to hit him again, and then he was, a little bitch and fell to the ground. He was hanging onto his leg the whole fucking fight, though.
Well, you got to think, too, I mean, if you're going out there, it's not like a show like he put on with Tyson. It was more, I think, nostalgia. Oh, yeah, that's hilarious.
This is Jake Paul the whole fight.
Yeah, but it's just, dude, I mean, you can't go in there half-assing it when you're in a legit fight against somebody that wants to beat you down. And 29-4 record, there you go. Anyway, we got other stuff to talk about other than the fight, but we go on and on, but we got some MLB news if you want to start.
This picture is going to be on the first in MLB news. We're going to talk about the Angels and the family of Tyler Skaggs reaching a last minute settlement. Per ESPN, the Los Angeles Angels agreed Friday to a last minute settlement with the family of deceased pitcher Tyler Skaggs after jurors deliberating for more than 2 days sent queries that suggested the verdict might go in the family's favor. The amount and terms of the settlement were not immediately disclosed.
Yeah, see, stuff like that. I'm assuming the lawyers got involved and they decided to make a settlement. I'm kind of thinking you just wait for the jury to come out. If you think it's, but you never know. You never know how the jury verdict's going to go. Can go in either way. If it goes in the opposite, then the family doesn't. I mean, they might end up with nothing. I doubt it. They probably would have got something, but God, it must have been a decent amount. Problem is when you do a deal like that, they can't. Usually, they have a non-disclosure. They can't talk about it ever again, even if the family wants to.
Yeah, and for those who don't know what happened, the Skaggs family sued the Angels after Tyler Skaggs died in 2019 after an Angels employee, Eric K., gave him a fentanyl-laced pill that killed him. K is serving a 22-year federal prison sentence for his role in Skaggs' death. If K hadn't provided the pill, jurors were instructed Skaggs would not have died.
Yeah, see, so I can't see it not going in the family's favor.
Yeah.
Wasn't he a trainer?
Yeah, I think it was a coach or a trainer or something. It was an Angels employee. That's the way it's.
Well, if he's in prison too, he's already been charged. So I don't see how. Yeah, I think the family would have got something no matter what. I think on that.
Yeah.
If I was the family, unless they just wanted it over with, I'm assuming they took advice of attorneys, but I think I just would have went for it because they probably would have got more in a jury verdict because they would have awarded them. For pain and suffering, they would have. Well, I don't know. I'm not an attorney, but I've been around enough of them. I think they might have ended up with more, but it's not about the money. I'm assuming it's because money can't replace family members. But anyway, so that's that. Moving on, the Diamondbacks and right-handed pitcher Merrill Kelly agreed to a 2-year deal.
Yeah, really wanted him for the Tigers, but I don't think they'll be making any moves besides an old-ass pitcher and some washed-ass relief pitchers. Yep. And next, the Mets have taken another New York Yankee and have decided to just kill me personally and take away Luke Weaver. And I love Luke Weaver. He is like the weirdest player in the world. He has like the craziest personality. And the Yankee social media account would just make random edits of him talking because he is just crazy. And I don't get to see that anymore because the Mets social media team is kind of shit. No offense.
Okay. Yeah, and the Michael King and the San Diego Padres are in agreement for 3 years, $75 million contract. So
that's pretty fucking good. I think he's a former Yankee as well.
Good money. Yeah, and you just said off air that you were happy the Mets were stealing all the Yanks players.
Yeah, except for Luke Weaver. I really like Luke Weaver.
Well, maybe they'll start posting. Or his social media. You might find something on. Who knows?
He does have a randomly hilarious social media account. Next, the St. Louis Cardinals and Dustin May are reportedly in agreement on a 1-year deal with a mutual option for 2027.
And infielder Hassan Kim and the Atlanta Braves are in an agreement as well with a 1-year deal, $20 million contract.
Yeah, and this one kind of pissed me off because he's really good, and the Tigers, could afford this.
There's a lot that pisses you off. You have rage.
Because the Tigers suck, and so do the Lions. Yeah. Adolis Garcia, former World Series MVP, I think he's also just a former MVP as well, is signing a deal with the Phillies and Dave Dombrowski, our former GM, for a 1 year, $10 million contract.
Yes, sir.
Fuck.
And Josh Bell and the Twins, Minnesota Twins, are in agreement. 1 year contract with mutual option. Mutual option.
Yeah. And the Tigers signed an old-ass closer who's about 4th all-time on the all-time saves list, Kenley Jansen.
But he's got some leadership maybe that could help out. I don't know. Depends
He's
on what we do.
old, and every time we sign an old closer that's one of the greatest of all time, they suck. It happened with K-Rod. It happened with Joe Nathan. It happened with a couple pitchers in the 90s who I can't remember because they're old.
Well, we kept bringing back Todd Jones. I think
you bite your tongue. He is our announcer now.
Might be the announcer, but for God's sakes, he was good at one point, and then I think he had the all-time saves leader for the Tigers, which ain't saying much. But he left, then he came back, and I was always scared to death when he was going out. Even if I don't care how much the lead was, he could give up a lead
too after the first year when he was amazing.
Yeah, because you never know.
He was the greatest closer of all time for one season.
Tigers
and
closer.
He was ass.
We need one lights out closer, and I would be so happy. Mm-hmm. And with Skubal and maybe another pitcher to help him out, for crying out loud. And now they're trade top. We'll get into him.
If Skubal gets traded, there will be riots outside the city of Detroit.
We said they're stupid if they do it, and now nobody wants him gone. But the Tigers. Yeah, they're never going to get it. We keep bringing this up, but the rumors are still out there that they're going to trade him.
Because the Tigers are stupid and refuse to pay people. He's the greatest pitcher of all time.
And he said he didn't want to leave.
Anything. He's going to he's going to the Pistons game. He's going to the Lions game tonight. He's taking pictures with Barry Sanders and Cade Cunningham and the fucking owner of the Pistons, all this shit. And it's like, bro.
I don't know. Give him what he wants.
He's begging to stay. And you're just like, no, you can just fuck off. Fucking bullshit.
Yep. All right, moving on. Third baseman Munetaka Murakami and the Chicago White Sox are in agreement on a 2-year, $34 million deal.
Boo. We need a boo button.
We do need a boo button.
We have a cheer button. We do not have a boo button.
We could just record you saying boo.
Boo.
We need a whole crowd reaction for boo, but yeah. For now, okay.
Yeah, and moving away from regular free agency and going into some trade talks, the first three-way trade of the season has happened between Pittsburgh, Houston, and Tampa Bay. And the Pirates get third baseman Brandon Lau, Mason Montgomery, and some random outfielder I've never heard of. And then the Rays get Jacob Melton and Anderson Brio. And then the Astros get Mike Burrows.
And the Baltimore Orioles are acquiring right-hander Shane Baz from the Tampa Bay Rays for a bunch of prospects. And
a pick.
There you go.
Yeah.
So I think that
they got a pretty good pitcher, and they got Pete Alonso, so they're looking pretty fucking dangerous this season.
Yeah. Pretty much
on paper. That doesn't mean anything, though.
Yep. Yeah. Well, yeah. On paper is always different than actual results.
On paper, the 97 or 95 Indians should have won. Was that their year where they went to the World Series? Where they had all of those people? It was 95. Yeah, just like that.
Well, they had all those Hall of Famers. I think Dave Winfield was wrapping it up at the end of his career, but he was there. I believe even Andre Dawson was on that team. But Carlos Berga, who I think is an announcer now for the Spanish channel on some network.
That team should have won the World Series.
Berga had over 205 hits. The guy was awesome. I seen him play at Tiger Stadium. We didn't do so good against them. But they had I think I don't remember. I know they were the best team in baseball as far as wins were that year, and they had a killer lineup, but the Braves pitching staff shut them down in 6 games. I think there were 100 wins in that season, I think. 100 exactly.
They should have won the World Series. They didn't.
Yeah, it was the second part of a strike-shortened season that because the World Series didn't get played the year before, and then Braves beat them 4-2 in the World Series. Game 6 was 1-0.
Wow!
Tom Glavine shut out 8 innings, and then David Justice hit a home run to win it. It was the only scoring in the game. I remember I watched every game of that series.
Yeah.
Hall of Famers in that were Bobby Cox, the manager, GM, Tom Glavine, Chipper Jones, Fred McGriff, John Smoltz. Indians had Eddie Murray, Jim Thome, and Dave Winfield.
More of those people are going to be.
But Winfield did not play in that, but he's a Hall of Famer, and I'm sure, there's going to be probably more. But even some of the TV announcers, Bob Costas, Bob Euchre.
No, Bob Euchre,
yeah. On NBC, he was the radio announcers. A lot of people in there were in the Hall of Fame now. Good players. And some that probably should be. All right, moving on. The NFL?
Yeah, Trevor Lawrence is the only player in NFL history with 5 passing touchdowns, 5 or more passing touchdowns, 1 or more rushing touchdowns, and a 50-yard run or more in a single game.
Yes, sir. And with the Broncos win on Sunday against the Jaguars, Sean Payton will – with a Broncos win on Sunday, which would be today if you're when we're recording, so it's already happened. But with a win today against the Jaguars, Sean Payton will join Bill Belichick as the only head coaches in NFL history with at least 5 13-win seasons.
I'm saying this to hopefully jinx him. Bill Belichick's the GOAT.
Well, we do have a history of jinxing folks, but
whatever. And I needed a better transition for this one. So, speaking of the Broncos, Bo Nix, the quarterback of the Broncos, ties Ben Roethlisberger, Andrew Luck, and Dak Prescott for the second most wins, for the second most QB wins in the first 2 seasons, which is 22.
Yep. And the NFL's only defensive lineman to produce 5 interceptions through 4 career seasons in the Super Bowl era, which is since 1967. Lions defensive lineman Aiden Hutchinson. This also ties the record for the most interceptions by a lineman in Lions franchise history. Yep.
They probably won't make the playoffs, though.
Yeah, you want to get into that now?
Yeah. I don't really have it anywhere else. We don't talk about the Lions at all, I don't think. We do one more time.
We need our boo button or our sad face.
Oh, no. You gotta turn the crickets off when you do the womp, 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 womp.
Well,
That's how you do
I hit the crickets by mistake. I don't know where
everything is. You gotta turn it off.
This. Wish I could turn you off.
I actually can turn you off. Where's there? You're off now. Speak. You won't speak. Ha! I muted myself and you started talking. Yeah. Okay, and the Seahawks are the first team in NFL history to allow a 450-yard passer, Matthew Stafford, allow a 200-plus yard receiver, Puka Nacua, have 0 takeaways, have 0 sacks, all in the same game, and still win that game in their win against the Rams. And we talk about this later, actually, but since it's relevant, because this is the reason why, I'll talk about it now. The Rams have, because of this game and because of a special teams touchdown that was given up that got the game to be tied, basically, in the fourth quarter, the Rams have fired special teams coordinator Chase Blackburn. The Rams special teams played a role in 3 of their 4 losses this season, including the Thursday night defeat in Seattle I just mentioned. This marks the first in-season coaching change under head coach Sean McVay's tenure.
Hey, sports fans, if you're in the great state of Michigan and you're in need of roofing, siding, gutters, or insulation, there's only one place to call, and that place is Excel Home Improvement out of Romulus. With over 60 years in business, they are third-generation, family-owned, and veteran-operated. They manufacture their own gutters and trim, so they're able to keep costs low while providing superior quality with unmatched service. They cover all of southeastern Michigan, including as far north as Bay City, all the way down to Monroe, and from Lansing to Port Huron. So give them a call today. That's Excel Home Improvement, 734-941-2800. Caleb Williams ties Hall of Famer Peyton Manning for the most fourth quarter comebacks in a season by a player under the age of 25 in NFL history, which is 6. So
yeah, and speaking of Bears, who are going to kick Lions out of the fucking playoffs, they had a really, really, really good game and
awesome game.
Came back. Don't praise the Bears.
Just kind of did. Said they came back.
That's just facts. You're praising them. Sure.
It was a good game.
It was a good game, but
for Bears fans.
They were down. I think it was 16-8 or 9 or something like that, and they ended up getting a score. And then tying the game late, going into overtime. Caleb Williams shows another Hail Mary and wins the game. And yeah, the Bears have a legitimate quarterback, and they have our offensive coordinator. And next, we're going to talk about the Patriots' collapse against the Bills. They had a chance to secure the division for the first time since 2019, or I think 2018, something like that. And they couldn't do it. The Patriots and Drake May had a 21-0 lead over the Bills going into the second quarter. They had 5 minutes left in the second quarter, and they ended up losing the game 35-31, and led basically the whole game. Just kept stalling out at the end, couldn't do anything. Ended up choking a chance at winning the division away, and yeah, I don't know. It was just very disappointing.
Yep.
Switching over to the NFL standings now. In the AFC, starting in the East, the Patriots are still on top, even though they don't have the division secured yet. They're 11-3. The Bills are 10-4. In the North, the Packers are 8-6. We need to beat the Packers today. The Lions do to, stay in the playoff hunt. And they're atop the North. The Ravens are right behind them at 7-7. The Bengals are surprisingly 4-10. Well, not really. Just Joe Burrow was out all year, but still. In the South, the Jaguars are 10-4. The Texans are 9-5, and the Colts are 8-6, with a 44-year-old quarterback, and who's a grandfather. And in the West, the Broncos are 12-2, and the Chargers are 10-4. Chiefs are out of the playoffs.
Yeah, I can get behind that.
Yeah, fuck the Chiefs. On to the NFC.
Yep. NFC East, Eagles are on top with a 10-5 record, followed by the Cowboys at 6-7.
War ass. Throw the Dak Prescott clip in.
Yep. And in the North, NFC North, the Bears are 11-4.
Boo.
With the Packers 9-5.
Boo. Fuck the Packers. 9-5-1.
Yeah, and the Lions are 8-6. So hopefully they can get a win today. And as far as the South, NFC South, we've got the Buccaneers at a 7-7 record, tied with the Panthers 7-7. And the Falcons are technically, third place, but they're 5-9.
It would be hilarious if the Panthers
Terrible.
get in the playoffs and then sign Cam Newton to just be their quarterback. I'd love that shit so much.
Yeah, and NFC West, the Seahawks are on top with a 12-3 record, followed by the Rams, 11-4. So that pretty much wraps it up for the...
Ahem.
What?
Why are you being rude to the 49ers?
They don't matter, Meg.
They're 10-4.
They're 10-4.
They played one less game. If they tie, they're second place and in a wild card spot. They won 4 in a row. That's the second most in this division. Cardinals have lost 6 in a row. God damn.
Well, the Giants are still 2-12. They've only 2 games the whole season. They're .143 percentage. It's
the Titans are 2-12, and so are the Raiders. The Browns.
Yeah, there's a
3-11,
couple I know,
Jets are
but
3-11.
Yeah, I know.
Vikings
Stay
are
out of my
actually doing the
division.
best.
Stay out of my division. I was just reading the worst in.
I was reading all of them. Shut up.
All right. Well, that's it for the NFL standings. You want to talk injury report?
Sure.
Or whatever.
Actually, no, we're not done with the other shit.
Oh, son of a bitch.
You skipped over a lot. The Dolphins are benching quarterback Tua Tagovailoa and are turning to some random dude I've never heard
Did you
of.
say that right?
No, I said it purposefully wrong because this dude is just weird.
Looks like Tagovailoa. Yeah.
It's Tagovailoa. It's Tua Tagovailoa. But he's Hawaiian, I believe. But I like saying it like that.
I do like it. Yeah.
Tua Tagovailoa.
That's almost as good as Scattaboo.
Scattaboo. I miss Scattaboo. He's walking again, which is very good.
Well, that's good.
It's
good
faster
for him.
than.
And again, we're not making fun of his name. We like his name.
I love him. He's awesome.
Yeah.
The first time I saw him running in college, he was running through everyone, and he was just putting his head down and just running through the entire defense, and it was awesome. And then he did that in the NFL for a couple games and then got hurt, and I was very sad.
Yeah, it's too bad.
I cannot wait to see Scattaboo next year, though. Scattaboo.
All right, and the Bills intend to sign pass rusher Matthew Judon to their practice squad.
Yeah, former New England Patriot, kind of feels like a dagger. He was released under Bill Belichick, kind of, I feel wrongly. And, yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of annoyed by this. I like him. He should be a Patriot. And next, the Jaguars and wide receiver Jacoby Myers, another former fucking Patriot, has agreed to a 3-year extension worth $60 million with $40 million guaranteed. Now we're at the injury report.
Yeah, let it go, bro. The Patriots are not the same as they were with Big Tom.
They kind of are. They're first in the division. They're poised to lead it, even though I will say Drake May did not live up to the name.
It just seems like a different. Tom Brady brought some magic to that team, I think, especially that comeback win against Atlanta too, wasn't it?
Yep,
yeah.
The Falcons.
What
One of my favorite things about that game is there was a Twitter account called "Did the Falcons Win Today?" with a question mark. And after that game, they posted, no, they lost 34-28 to the Patriots, and they never posted on the account again. I love that so much.
They were broken after that.
Really, they really were.
Yep.
That person was completely broken.
All right, well, some injuries, unfortunately. Chiefs quarterback Patrick Mahomes has suffered a torn ACL.
Yeah, it sucks.
That's a huge hit to them.
And I saw a lot of people comparing him to Tom Brady because it's their 9th season, and they both suffered torn ACLs and missed the playoffs. Tom Brady suffered a torn ACL in his first game. He did not play the entire season and then miss the playoffs. This is not the same comparison.
Yeah.
He played one game, and Patrick Mahomes played a whole season and sucked ass more than he's ever sucked ass before.
Okay.
Yeah. And Packers star edge rusher, speaking of a torn ACL, has also torn his ACL.
Yeah, and the Jets coach, Aaron Glenn, says wide receiver Garrett Wilson won't play again this season with the knee. He's out with a knee injury.
Yeah, which Jets already traded away their whole freaking team.
Yep.
And another dagger to my heart. The Lions have placed safety Kirby Joseph on injury reserve, and yeah, it sucks.
And Packers tight end John Fitzpatrick has suffered a torn Achilles.
Yeah, and in that same game, which was the game of the Bears came back against the Packers, Packers quarterback Jordan Love has been placed under concussion protocol after a pretty bad helmet-to-helmet hit.
Yeah, it's always, I mean, they take head injuries a lot more serious than they ever have, which they should. But yeah, it's too bad. Hopefully he's all right. Yeah. Then I think we can move on to the NBA now, huh?
Yeah.
Steph Curry Steph Curry now has the most 35-point games after turning the age of 30 and in NBA history, surpassing, of course, the GOAT and my favorite player of all time with Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan's 93. He just, I was getting to that.
You were taking too long.
You wrote it odd, so I'm reading. I'm going by your show notes.
I copy and pasted from my source, which will be linked in the description.
Thank you. You may continue.
Next, Nikola Jokic has passed Kareem Abdul-Jabbar for the most assists by a center in NBA history. He is at 5,661. And I'm going to just be honest, he's probably being wasted with the team he's on. I believe he's on the Nuggets.
Yep. Well, a couple of GOATs mentioned already. You got Kareem, you got Michael Jordan, man, Steph Curry, Nikola. Yeah, really good names there.
Jokic.
Yeah, thank you. Lakers are the first team in NBA history to have a player with 35-plus points.
Luka Doncic.
Yep. A player with 15-plus rebounds.
LeBron James.
And a player with 8-plus threes.
Marcus Smart.
Yep. And a player with 3-plus blocks.
Again, LeBron James.
Yep. And yet lose the game. Teams have been 21-0. When having players reach those marks, regular and postseason.
Yeah.
So they're the first team to lose. That's pretty bad.
Surprised. And then like a couple days later, like a day later, Luka drops 45.
Yep. All right. Speaking of Luka's 40-point game, Luka's NBA leading sixth game this season with 40-plus points. So,
yeah, he had 45 points, 14 assists, 10 rebounds, and 5 steals.
Yep.
Yeah. And next, the overrated Cooper Flagg is the fourth teenager in NBA history and the youngest ever to record a 40-point game or a 40-point 5-assist game. He had in total 42 points, 7 rebounds, 6 assists, and 2 blocks, joining Anthony Edwards, Kevin Durant, and LeBron James. And he is the youngest to do so. He's the only 18-year-old to do so.
I mean, yeah, that's...
This is the one then. People told me was overrated. I posted a clip of him and someone said he's overrated. People are fucking dumb.
Well, he's still young. He's got a long way to go and a lot to prove. But, man,
but he's actually overrated.
That's a damn good start, though. Plus, look at those names on that list. Kevin Durant, LeBron James. It's pretty good. Pretty good company.
And next, Hall of Famer Kevin Garnett is reuniting with the Minnesota Timberwolves and the Lynx in an all-new, all-encompassing role involving business, community efforts, and content development.
Yep.
Per ESPN.
Yeah, so some good stuff with the NBA, and now a little bit of sad news for Cavalier star Evan Mobley is expected to miss 2 to 4 weeks with a left calf strain.
Yeah, it sucks. Cavs are already kind of bad, so that's just gonna, kill them.
Yep. Got some NHL news.
We have exactly the standings, and the Red Wings.
Red Wings won. That's
Red Wings have been killing it recently.
Yeah. Well, you weren't supposed to say that out live because we've been jinxing folks, but I think they're all right. They're good. I don't believe in that crap, but we have had a track record on this show of mentioning good news and then it goes bad.
Well, they're in first place again, so fuck it.
Woohoo! There you go.
You got your yes. Right behind them is the Montreal Canadiens and then the Lightning. They're 20, 13, and 3. The Montreal Canadiens are 19, 12, and 4. And the Lightning are 19, 13, and 3. And in the Metropolitan Division, the Hurricanes are 22, 10, and 3. The Capitals are 19, 12, and 4. And the Islanders are 19, 13, and 4.
And in the Western Conference, we've got Colorado Avalanche on top with a 25-2-7 record.
Damn.
And followed by Dallas, 24-7-5. And Minnesota is 22-9-5.
The Wild.
Yep. Pacific. And in the Pacific Division, we've got the Ducks on top at 21-13-2, followed by Golden Knights at 16-7-10, and the Oilers are 17-13-6. So that pretty much wraps it up for the divisions or NHL standings. Other than that, Red Wings won.
Hockey.
Well, we do, but Red Wings won, so they kicked butt this week.
Yeah.
And the Wings are 9 points on a 6-game road trip with 2 shutouts, so they're doing pretty damn good right now. So keep it up, guys.
Yeah.
But moving on, we got a little bit more boxing news. If you want to,
yeah, not the fact that Jake Paul got his ass beat, but Terrence Crawford is retiring.
Yeah, 42-0, 31 knockouts, 5 division world championships, 3-time undisputed champion. So,
yeah, pretty fucking good.
Not too shabby. And then on a sad note, we've got former NASCAR driver Craig Biffle and his family were among 7 people killed in a plane crash in Statesville, North Carolina. Biffle, his wife, Christina, daughter Emma, son Ryder, Greg's Wadsworth, Dennis and Jack Dutton all died in the crash.
Yeah.
Apparently, I heard some news on it. I'm sure they're still investigating it, but I believe it was just minutes after takeoff, the plane crashed and fiery crash
everywhere.
It's a small private plane, I believe, not a commercial jet, but they had something happen, and I mean, we're still waiting on news of what exactly transpired there that caused the crash, but everyone in the plane died, so tragic. Yeah. So our thoughts and prayers go out to his family, and fans. And from what I hear, he was a real good humanitarian. He donated a lot of money to charities and whatnot. So, yeah, he'll be missed by his friends and family and fans, of course. So, yeah, just sorry to end on a tragic note, but that pretty much wraps it up for us, sports fans. Thank you for joining us. So feel free to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and let us know how you feel. Thank you.
And here's a random clip of the week.
And it almost